Hello there, and welcome to Kicking It with NairaBet. 11 days into the new year, and we can only hope that the first 10 days have set the tone for what should be an incredible 2020. It is on that note that we wish you a very happy new year once more, and of course, welcome to Kicking It with NairaBet. It's been an interesting couple of days to start the year, gentlemen, and of course, lady, Swa, in the house. And certainly, we've loved the fact that the new year has come with a lot of cold and all that stuff, but obviously, football has taken a strong precedence in the first 10 days. How are you doing, by the way?
Oh, I'm feeling very, very good. I started the decade with my birthday, so I'm feeling very, very fly. And I like that my boyfriend started and reminded people why he's the boyfriend of life and gave everybody, a trick and all that. So,
right, that's the Cristiano boyfriend.
Yes, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. I'm the one waiting in Nigeria for him.
Okay, you're in a relationship alone.
Yeah. in Spain.
It's a situationship, as they say.
He will come for me.
Right, he should.
He will.
Hopefully. Are you two to have you here as well?
Yeah, glad to be back. 30 December is going into 30 January.
It's the first time you're with a reading glasses on set, isn't it?
No. I was on it last time around. I was.
You kind of spot it on and
off. Is it a new year, new me, 2020?
Whichever one you say.
He's in business mode now.
Just trying to get your 2020 going. But of course, we are certainly looking forward to those interactions on social media. Use the hashtag Kicking It with NairaBet. Let's start off with the opening run of fixtures for the new year. And of course, we did see Chelsea drop 3 points. Wolverhampton Wanderers dropped 2 points, 3 actually. And of course, Manchester United also dropping maximum points on the opening match day of the new year. It wasn't the greatest result from a top 4 contenders perspective. Arsenal did pick up that all-important first win against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men, the first win for Mikel Arteta. Yeah. What have you made of the opening set of fixtures, especially for the top 4 contenders?
All of them have been inconsistent as usual.
Just like Akin mentioned the other time.
Yeah, just like you said, everyone is in the same WhatsApp group. It's ridiculous. There's apart from the top 3, Liverpool, City, and Leicester.
Yeah.
Other teams are so inconsistent. Even City are a bit more consistent than the others. Others are just a bit more shit, basically. And it's ridiculous. They're just, nobody wants four spots. They're all the teams are useless. Even Chelsea are 5 points above.
Yeah.
They're not very good themselves, are they? But they're the best of the very bad bunch. Even Tottenham, we thought Mourinho was going to kind of like kick Tottenham into gear. Right. There was this, I can remember when Akin said, munch this league table.
Right.
United are a point ahead of Spurs.
Yeah.
And now Jose taking over. Watch how Spurs go above United in the next few weeks and the next whatever. And all of a sudden, Joe's jokes have died because Spurs are completely useless themselves. They let him go stupidly, and we're saying Mourinho was scratching his head, thinking, "What the fuck is going on here?" His team cannot defend, which is the
hallmark of
a Mourinho team. I mean, it's just a joke, really. All United, Tottenham. Maybe not so much Chelsea, United, Tottenham.
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Wolves, let's even exclude Wolves because they're normally not one of the big boys. United, Tottenham, Arsenal, they're just short of it. Shambles.
In fairness, Arsenal are the ones who almost feel like they're going to be taking the ascendancy with that new manager bounce, if you like. And we saw their game against Leeds United also in the FA Cup, even though it doesn't affect the league table directly. But the momentum is something that should be important going into what should be this very short break the Premier League teams are having.
I feel like the biggest talking point for me when it comes to that Leeds and Arsenal game was the fact that, you had 2 defenders that openly started quarreling in the presence of everybody. And your manager just stand for corner, just like, that thing they say when they straight, like 2 fighting only 1 naira. So the manager just stand, holding, attacks Shaka. You play short pass that you played nonsense, and then you give it to Shaka, and Shaka did not collect it, and then you use of it to take responsibility. The manager just kept quiet and managed his people by not saying anything. Shaka had to stand up for himself and yab the small boy and tell him what, because the boy had been
Zaka, you mean?
No, I'm not.
I thought you were referring to the left back.
Saka.
Yeah.
No, it's not Saka. It's Xhaka.
Okay.
The street not Xhaka.
That's the XH actually.
Okay.
Well, just before you wrap up with that conversation, I mean, it's almost a very recurring question, but does any indications of Arteta's new found momentum, or if you like, the feel-good factor, suggest that they could be the ones that finish in the top 4?
I don't feel like they will be the top 4 contenders. It's just that it's interesting to watch how he's managing these boys, because normally you would let the media arrange the English boys to be the saviors of the world. If Socrates was the one in the same position as Odin that messed up like that against Leeds, that was very erratic and couldn't control a simple pass. He couldn't control a simple pass, and he put his goalkeeper on the edge. Martinez was on the edge every time. If it was Socrates, so the only thing I would say for this Arsenal team is simply this: they are using the same thing that Tottenham are saying they are going to do, which is they are not going to buy players this January.
They're not going to finish in top 4.
They won't finish top 4. They won't buy players. They will just assess the ones that they have on ground.
Right.
So if anybody's trying to be like, oh, these ones will finish top. No, these ones, they are doing building from scratch process, and you can't blame them because they have a lot of shit.
Arsenal almost doing a pre-season inside a full season. That's just the final question before we get on.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about them. Manager, where's the new manager bounce? Because they just beat United. Don't forget that they were rubbish in the first 2 games. So is the bounce coming from the third game?
It's not like they were not like rubbish.
No,
they had character.
They couldn't win. They couldn't win.
They couldn't win. But
they couldn't win. They were basically. They played well in the first half against Chelsea. Second half, Chelsea absolutely dominated the game, and Chelsea deserved to win. They went to Bournemouth. They drew. So we are talking about new manager bounce. Hello, new manager bounce comes in from the first game, not third or fourth game into your reign. So let's not talk because they beat United doesn't mean anything.
Oh, so you mean if somebody beat United now?
What I'm just saying is basically what I'm saying is because they beat United doesn't mean the new manager bounce has started now.
Right?
No.
We can still see in the next couple of weeks then. Right, Cristiano Ronaldo scored a hat-trick against Cagliari in the Serie A, just to divert away from the Premier League. And interestingly, the arrival of Zlatan Ibrahimovic to AC Milan is also a big talking point for Italian Serie A fans. I'm sure the next episode of thereabout would be a great time to touch base very fundamentally as to how things might be in the second half of the Italian Serie A. But of course, our focus today still remains the Premier League and the top 4 teams, and probably the ones who are looking to make the top 6. Or match day 22 in the Premier League, and starting off the afternoon will be Arsenal travelling to Crystal Palace. Big game to look forward to if you're a Mikel Arteta fan, and 5 simultaneous 4 p.m. kickoffs. And to end the day, we go to the big one, which sees Liverpool travel to Tottenham Stadium. The new Tottenham Stadium, the £1 billion stadium. Guys, it's going to be an interesting weekend of action. Let's start off with that big game because that's where the eyes of the world will be on. Liverpool still have that incredible unbeaten run, and as things currently stand, 13 points ahead of the second place team Leicester. I get the feeling it might be 20 points before the season finishes, and they've got a game in hand.
It's incredible, really, when you think of the
have we run out of the words to describe Liverpool?
The funny thing is, I don't even think the Liverpool team have been sensational in the way they've been playing. That's the sad truth. They've just done enough, and they've been good enough to have absolutely pulverized everybody else. You've not looked at them and thought, that's a great game. That's a great game. They were sensational. You know the way City were beating teams black and blue last season? Liverpool have not even been doing that. They've just been good enough. It's like, I don't need 10 punches when I can give you 1 punch and you're dead, basically. They've absolutely just killed the Premier League. They've been ridiculously effective, if that's the word. And they go to Tottenham. Tottenham at 4.55 to win at home. You don't see a Jose Mourinho team at 4.55 to win a home game because he never manages underdog. Yes, basically. Liverpool 1.74 to win away. It's incredible. The confidence and the belief. The bookmakers have in Tottenham. To be honest, this might be a match too far for Liverpool. I think
for Tottenham, you mean?
No, for Liverpool, it might be a match too far for them. I don't think they will win. It's just me giving my own opinion. I don't think they will win. I think they will win the league by about 15 points at the end of the day. But this particular match, Tottenham probably need it more than them because Tottenham need to win to be in the hunt for the top 4 consistently, you know. And Liverpool, really, if they lose 1, 2, 3 games, doesn't really matter. They still win the league.
I feel like no, Liverpool.
And you still have that bet for Liverpool not to win the league.
Oh yes, I still have it. See, new decade.
How's that coming?
New decade, same old thinking. I still believe that Liverpool will drop it this January.
That's why I said it might be a match too far for Liverpool at this point in time.
No,
they need to draw something.
They might draw or lose.
They draw 2, they lose 1. So if this Liverpool in this new decade,
we're 10 days into January, right?
I mean, they are 10 days. So that we have like 4, 5 games. So help my destiny here. You can't decide. Right. I just did a birthday. I need a birthday present, and I've already talked with Jurgen Klopp in my dreams. I know, but in real truth, I'll tell you this. Just like he said, Tottenham will have to face this game with pomp and circumstance. They have to be very, very serious. If there was going to be a major drilling, because this is one of the few games before the international break. So they have to be on their game. If there was going to be any game that Mourinho is going to give a Mourinho effect, now this game.
Right.
And Klopp knows this too. But the good thing about playing this Liverpool side, now see, they've shown you there are 5 different ways that they can lose or win or draw a game. So if you can manage to focus and hit them on both 5, whether you hold their fullbacks, that's one way. Whether you seize their central a guy, when we say they share the thing, Fabinho otherwise, and Fabinho is
injured.
Yeah, so Anderson, Carpenter, Anderson. If you are
I
serious
think that's
enough,
disrespectful.
No.
The guy's been
speaking
sensational for Liverpool.
No. In
Forget
Liverpool,
one-on-one.
In Liverpool,
Yeah.
fine. But is he a skillful player on his own?
He doesn't have to be skillful.
That's the thing. In this system, he is amazing because he knows his position and he plays his position.
Well,
if you
that's all it
if
is.
that guy gets more sense, that guy just gets more sense. God,
Who die?
make it
He'll
just die
die.
on top of
Right.
Anderson head. Whoever they put as their playmaker for center, hold that down. If you do man marking, not positional marking again, hold your man.
Yeah, it's
will be a
a
draw
bit of a
for
dream in the sense that Tottenham have got Harry Kane injured.
And he's injured. Oh, that's true.
You know the beautiful thing. You know the beautiful
Yeah.
thing. When they did Europa run for Manchester United, a lot of their major players were having funky injuries against.
But Son is
especially
back. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Son is back. Son is back.
And look at this
But
game now,
it's
and I
this-
think, how does Jose Mourinho approach this game?
I think he can still make it.
This might be. I know you love Jose Mourinho, and I'm not here to knock
We all
him.
love Jose, don't we?
Yeah, we love
I don't necessarily love him. I just
Admire
he was a
him.
Man United manager,
Admire
and I
the
love the
guy.
fact that he was a United manager. So, I admire the great things he's done in his career. But one thing I've noticed in his later years, since from United and now, I've seen that he approaches a big game like a coward. If I'm allowed to use such a word to describe a great manager, because United were going through a very, very tough spell before they played Spurs and City. You remember? And everyone was worried. Spurs were the favourites to come to Old Trafford to win. Mourinho actually came to Old Trafford, didn't take the game to United. United absolutely should have won that game like 4-1 at the end of the day. And I looked at
That was
Mourinho.
just about 4 games into his reign.
But it doesn't
But then
matter.
again, maybe he was trying to like.
It
before,
doesn't
he didn't
matter.
He didn't used to respect opponents. So
No, but
now
if
he's
I
giving them
respected over
respect.
opponents, no, when he plays in big games, we always know Mourinho to say, I'll respect the opponents I'm playing against. So he adapts his tactics to get his results from that game. And that's why some people tell him, oh, he packs the bus. This time around, and I noticed that when he was at United, it's like, I'm scared to tell these boys to go forward.
No, but at United, to be fair, I mean, he beat City, stopped City from winning the title on a set day.
On a day we should
yeah.
have been like 7-0 down in the first half.
But I mean, the results.
It happened at the end of the day, yes.
Yeah.
But in reality, when you look at that game, you think United should have been dead and buried.
But
5-0 down.
you are the big proponent of if my auntie was,
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Right.
But I'm just telling you, in reality, looking at that game, United should have been. That game was dead and buried. And it, as I say, it's easy to play when you're 2-0 down sometimes.
I feel like
And that's what happened in that game.
Right.
I
So,
feel-
but I was happy. I was. Where was I then? I think I was in Seychelles watching that game, and I was absolutely delighted.
Right.
United won the game and stopped there from winning the league.
So you don't think Tottenham could? Because if
He will approach the game, especially with Harry Kane not playing. Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you. With Harry Kane not playing, he will approach that game, and Spurs will be spineless. Mark my words today. Liverpool will
can I-
absolutely beat them in that game too.
Can I
Right.
say? Can
Is
I
it
say
tomorrow?
something,
Is
though?
it Wednesday? Yeah, whatever it is.
Right.
I think Liverpool will beat them, and it will be because of Mourinho. Mourinho will not take the game to them. They will be spineless. They will watch the way Liverpool will approach the game.
Yeah.
Forward. And Mourinho's game will all be containment. It's ridiculous.
Can
It's
I
just
say,
hard
can I
to-
say
just hard
something
to-
though? Yeah, there
Well.
are those games, just like you mentioned the Manchester City game and Manchester United game, that on the papers you were supposed to expect Manchester City to flog everything floggable. In the end, it was a listless team that tied their destiny. Same thing, I feel. This is a game that is kind of cooking up to be that kind of game that on paper they're supposed to flog Tottenham. The kind of games that when they play for PS2 or PS3 or PS4, whatever is your P, now you go spell Tottenham Hotspur. Then you can add S on top just for extra time.
Right.
But I feel like this is the kind of game that while on paper, every bookie, go to the betting ranks now, even for NairaBet, check out all the odds they favor
1.74 for Liverpool.
It's
Tottenham
like Liverpool.
4.55.
But this thing go cut
There are
tickets.
champions in waiting. I mean,
I feel like
they're
this
champions
ticket,
in waiting.
if you put for Liverpool to win, you go cut your ticket because there are some games in the season that cut your ticket,
Well,
and this is a game that will cut your ticket.
be fair-
I'll say draw.
Well, it could be a draw.
Draw.
But
I mean,
basically, what I'm saying
draw.
is
Yeah.
you can approach a game cowardly or without spine and still get a draw, whatever. You can even win it
but if there's anybody
sometimes.
that could do it, it's Jose Mourinho.
Bam.
Right.
That was before.
That's the
That was
consolation.
before.
I feel
He
like
couldn't
I
beat
would
Ole's
like to
United.
see that now on behalf of the loyalty I have to the Mourinho years, and because people they say I get on before not be property. I want to see him get it, show it now. So I feel like this is a game that if he no show for yourself, at least these boys will not get pride for themselves. They go try show small pride, because if these Tottenham boys collect the kind beating that Liverpool is cooking for them, you don't look Liverpool Instagram status.
More so,
you don't see their training.
More so when Liverpool
It's like for also.
the second best team in the Premier League, 4-0. It will certainly be a result to look forward to. Of course, all the odds mentioned on the show are exclusive to the website www.nairabet.com. Of course, we're looking forward to having those stakes. But so actually, I get the feeling the viewers will actually feel like you're trying to deliberately cut to sleep when you're saying do not put Liverpool. Liverpool are like the surest team
to win,
in the
because
world
when
right
you think
now.
they've played 20 games, they've only dropped points in one.
Every season there's a game that looks like it's the surest. My God, they tell me, say, this game
it's possible.
go cut tickets.
Right.
It go cut tickets.
NairaBet.com. Well, then let's get on to the next couple of fixtures, which we're looking forward to. Manchester United versus Norwich City. 74% is the win ratio United have every time they go to Norwich, every time Norwich come around. Whichever
Home banker.
Is it a short banker of a game?
Yeah, it's a home
the kind of game
banker.
United are traditionally under Solskjaer, know
This kind of struggle, yeah, but I mean, Norwich are really, really poor. Extremely poor. United went there.
At the ending of the decade and the year, all the young, small, struggling bottom teams, they all like the top ones that are trying to fight for top four. They start to do well. And
United
I feel
will
like
have
this is
too
the
much
time.
for them.
In January, especially if they don't try in January, that means it's towards April when the season is about to end. That's when you start fighting to kill themselves to try and get something. So I feel like anybody that's smart should just put a drop or a win for Norwich.
Right.
I mean, Norwich at 10.25 to win.
Capola started delivering balls again. Pukki started scoring again.
Yeah, but Rashford is scoring.
Pukki is scoring since Let's move on to the next fixture.
United at 1.31, by the way. I think that's a home banker for me.
1.31. It's quite.
United will have too much. United went to Norwich. It should have been 6-7.
I wouldn't advise it anyway.
Won only 3-1, but this time around, I think United will, just like they beat Newcastle on Boxing Day, I think United will win comfortably by 3-1.
3-1 is the prediction. Do you have a prediction?
Oh, definitely. I'll tell you, put your money on Norwich to score. So it's a go-go.
So 3-1 is still good.
Definitely. But I feel like Norwich can, if you have a Christmas ticket, put Norwich to win. Because Norwich can spoil tickets. I'm in the mood to spoil tickets.
Right. Then let's get on to Chelsea, who face Burnley. Burnley haven't... Are Burnley in any, fear of getting relegated? Is that a chance? Is that a possibility with Sean Dykes?
Not really. He has changed his style of game. Like last season, he was all about playing defensive football. It got him to where it got him, Europa football. Now he's doing more attack. I feel like this is a game that Chelsea is likely to lose, but definitely going to concede. So definitely go. But if you have to put an extra ticket, I'll still say Burnley to win.
Absolutely. I absolutely detest Burnley. I think they're one of the worst teams I've ever seen in the Premier League. In Premier League history, they're terrible to watch. They're awful to play against. They play 4-4-2, one-dimensional, long ball. Awful football team. I want them relegated. Honestly, I absolutely despise them. I don't mind Sean Dyche himself, the man himself. He's trying to make the best out of what he's got, but his team, dread.
I think Norwich are excited.
Jesus Christ! I watched them. Did you watch them against United?
Yeah,
this isn't brilliant.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I think they're.
United won their 2-0.
They've got a structure they like, and it works for them.
And it works.
Yeah, it works for them.
Always for.
It's
Don't break it. Don't fix it if it's not broken.
It is not good to watch. I know there's no. Everyone must not play the whatever football, but they are dreadful to watch. They play the ball strictly from back to front. They are awful,
it's
diabolical, terrible.
They don't do it a lot.
Ugly.
This particular season.
No, they've been doing it.
Well, do
You know what? And Daniel James finished that game. He probably would have said, "Come back home." For like, they nearly got him broken into 55 pieces.
Well, that is what they do. It's a solid British
man's game.
club.
That's what
No, it's not. It's women play the game.
I mean,
Women play the game as
but
well.
not the women play it.
It's a contact sport.
It's a contact sport, but it's not a bone-breaking sport.
It's not. Certainly.
Sometimes it should be. Gattuso can tell you different.
Well, then let's get on to the
And
final.
at 11.0 for Burnley to win, I think Chelsea will deal with them at 1.35.
11.0 for Chelsea. If you're one for the set of fixtures we've got on match day 22 suggests that if you're one for the 10 odd slip, the 5 odd slip, there are a couple of short games there to he can probably make.
It's
like,
not exactly easy.
I mean, we've easily given out 5 games that are sure wins, right?
Well, there's nothing like sure wins in this world. The only thing that are sure are death and taxes.
Oh.
Right. I have a 10 game winning.
No, but it's true.
I have a 10 fixture winning short bet.
When was the last time you won a 10-game ticket?
Last time?
Yeah, never.
November actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, November. Actually won.
I rolled on 5.
I didn't tell me.
5 is always a good one for me.
And you call me bro.
Tiny bro. Right then, let's get on to the social media segment of the show. It's quite an interesting couple of days on social media with all the, incredible thoughts on the pages of whatever influencer you are possibly following. But one of the ones that have actually set social media ablaze in Zlatan Ibrahimovic has come out to have a first take on his arrival in Italy or re-arrival in Italy.
Yeah.
Throwing a dig at Ronaldo.
Typical
Cristiano
Zlatan,
Ronaldo.
isn't it?
Typical Zlatan. Before he steps onto the pitch, he creates a larger than life buzz around himself. He said real Ronaldo is the one from Brazil.
Yeah, but typical Zlatan. I remember when Ronaldo scored that free kick, not free kick, bicycle kick against Juventus. And they asked Zlatan on TV, said, "Oh, have you seen the Ronaldo bicycle kick against Juve? Do you remember that one I'm talking about? That one goal of the season in the Champions League?" And as Zlatan said, "Yeah, I've seen it. It was a decent goal, but let him try for 40 yards out."
Right.
Oh my lord.
You know, because he scored one.
Yes,
the one he scored for Sweden against England. So it's typical
But I mean,
Zlatan, gamesmanship.
I
I'm sure
love what
he's got maximum respect for Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And all that, but
It keeps
all this
it keeps it
bullshit,
real. I
and-
mean,
But,
come on.
it's not so much of a boast if you've done it before, right?
The thing is this, one thing about Zlatan is his style is almost similar to Ronaldo's
Cristiano.
style.
Yeah.
So asking
Pace,
him to
power.
be like, oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Strength.
Really hard.
Yeah.
he works really hard. So he really can't really give that, oh, you be boss, you be your guy respect. Especially for someone who played with Messi, saw Messi become the Messi for years. So of course he will tell you that the best player in the world is still playing in Spain. He won't tell you that it's in Italy. He will tell you, because they did it to him, it was like, oh boy, the Ronaldo how they call it. Now the fake Ronaldo, the original one. Now this is not a bad version. So the real one there for inside Brazil. It was expected. But now, notice what they happen now. Boys don't they buy ticket for AC Milan versus Juventus fixture. That was a fixture that was not going to get anybody excited before. Because AC Milan has been shit this season. But suddenly, Ibra don't come. They don't buy, they don't sell
And guess
tickets.
Guess what? Typical Cristiano as well. He scores a hat-trick in that game and then gives it the all. And then and feels like
I pretty much feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's excitement again. I mean, now suddenly Serie A now has things for you to look forward to. You have Lautaro and Lukaku giving us Inter vibes, killing the Napoli juju, and then suddenly you have AC Milan. Even though they are closer to 15 than 10, they now suddenly have somebody that will make us be looking again, which is Ibro. So Juventus. I mean, people should be thinking about this kind of thing. Somebody should buy somebody that's crazy and bring him to MPFA.
But for a sec, when you said
football-wise
killing-
though.
Yeah.
Football-wise. Sorry, say that. What were you saying?
For a sec, when she said killing the vibes, I got the
Messi.
yeah.
Football-wise though, I'm not too sure, to be honest. Zlatan was still doing it in the MLS before it left.
You don't think you can cut it in it?
I don't know.
It was
The man
kicking
is
Vella's ass now. Vella's is almost 20 years younger than he is. now.
Yeah, but I mean, the man
But
is.
Vela eventually won the
man is,
overall.
That now
the man
because
is
Van
30.
Bellen,
How old is
the
he
boy
now?
kill him.
39? He's 39 this year.
38 into 39.
38.
Yes.
Yeah, 39 this year. I mean,
I think
Italian
they'll cut
football
it.
is not the greatest.
Yeah, I mean
personally,
it's
but
slow paced and it's
slow paced and everything.
it's
So
football,
if anyone could do it, it would be Zlatan.
If it's well managed, I think he can get maybe 10 goals, not 15, no, maybe 10 goals. He has that kind of quality.
Right.
He has that kind
I
of
hope he does.
Do you have a
like
goal target for him? 10, 15 goals now?
Couldn't care less, honestly.
I just want sexy goals
what's
because
my
when he
business with
celebrates
Zlatan?
with his sexy goals, he opens his
If
chest.
he plays for United, yes, then I can sit him a goal together.
Yes,
AC
he'll
Milan couldn't give a fuck.
Red runs through your blood, certainly.
Imagine that.
But of course, is this the week where Liverpool drop points, or all 3 points, for the first time this Premier League season? Could it be Jose Mourinho once again who gets the better of Jurgen Klopp, I should say? Hopefully that's not the case for Liverpool fans, but if you're a Tottenham supporter, it might just be the kind of win that gets their season back on track. We'll see you on the next episode of Kicking It with NairaBet. Don't forget to be a part of the conversation. Always hit us up on social media at KNairaBet on Twitter and Instagram. Use the hashtags Kicking It with NairaBet. We'll see you soon.